Good morning, exhibitors and guests. Our judge is here and we are ready to start at 8 o'clock, so this is your 3-minute warning. 3 minutes. Senior showmanship for feeder calves. You should be at ringside. Good morning. Welcome to the Shippensburg Community Fair for the 2024 Market Beef Show. We're going to start this morning with our feeder calves. These are our dairy Holstein feeders. Our judge for the Market Beef Show this morning is Mr. Kyle Livingston. Kyle earned his associate's degree at Blackhawk College, the East Campus, where he was on the livestock judging team. Following Blackhawk, he transferred to Western Illinois University, earning his bachelor's degree in agricultural science. He enjoys working with several livestock operations during college. He also did sale prep and day-to-day work. Currently, he works for Plainfield Farms as a service technician. He has a few crossbred sows that he raises show pigs, and also commercial Berks and Angus cattle that his family markets directly to the consumer. Kyle, thanks so much for coming back to Shippensburg today. Let's give him a round of applause and welcome him to our show. Our sponsors for today's show include Barrick and Stewart Milk Hauling, Cleland's Custom Welding, Country View Livestock, the Brunais family, the Geddes Family Farm, Helms Sisters Cattle Company, awards in memory of Joe Webster, Kingsley Blasco Insurance, Matt and Holly Adams, Ryan and Andrea Brown, Scott and Carla Dale, Shetron Auction and Equipment, Steve and Diane Helm, Sunday's Mill, Wickard Brothers Feeder Calves, and Wingert Farms Show Cattle. You'll see them recognized throughout our show, but let's give them a great big round of applause. Thanks so much for supporting our exhibitors. All right, we're ready to start with our first class. This is our feeder calves, senior showmanship. We have two different heats, so Heat A, Ivy Bigler, Becky Kowick, Alyssa Fraker, Elissa Gilbert, Clayton Hetrick, and Jenna Kirby. Feeder calf exhibitors, senior showman, you should be in the ring or at ringside. Heat A in the ring, Heat B to ringside. That's your heat. Just a request from our exhibitors and our guests here watching our show. If you have one of the pop-up tents and you haven't raised it yet, if we could get that raised into the air, that way it's not blocking the view of everybody trying to see the show. So if you have a pop-up tent that you haven't put up in the air yet, let's extend those legs and get it up so everybody can see. Thanks a lot.
The four individuals here, we just pulled them out here in no particular order. We're going to bring them back here for the next heat in showmanship. I think the two individuals out here did a really nice job. I think for me, just being a little quicker, get the calf set up. The young lady here, you're really close to getting pulled back. Just when we came around the second time, I'd like to see you walk your calf into place. Leave a little bit more space between you and the young man in front of you. Just to kind of give you some margin for error if your calf wants to move forward or if you need to circle back and set them up. But both kids did a really great job out here. There's great eye contact, great ring awareness, everything like that was phenomenal. Give these kids a big round of applause.
Out of Heat A, selected for the finals will be Ivy Bigler, Becky Kowick, Alyssa Gilbert, and Jenna Kirby. We're now ready for Heat B. Ashlyn Lanker, Reed Richards, Shaylin Swope, Levi Wickard, and Mason Wickard. Heat B into the ring. That's your heat. After this class, we'll be selecting our champion senior showman. Intermediate showman, Heat A, please make your way to ringside. Colton Klayberger. Intermediate Heat A, Colton Klayberger, Olivia Creek, Waylon Flasher, Caitlin Garvin, Noah Garvin, Charlie Grove, Cord Hetrick, Allie Lehman, and Ryan Lehman. Once again, intermediate showman, Heat A to ringside.
We want to go ahead and keep 3 out of this heat here in the senior showman division. I think the 2 that are left standing out here both did a really nice job. Just maybe not quite as quick and quick to get their calves set up. Maybe just sometimes lack the ring awareness when I'd walk around. I like to kind of see her hold that calf out so I can get a good chest shot and just kind of move around so I can easily view your calf as I'm walking around the front. The 2 young men did a really nice job out here. Give them a big round of applause.
Qualifying from Heat B for the finals, Ashlyn Lenker, Shaylin Swope, and Levi Wickard. We're going to bring back our finalists from Heat A. We'll drive for our champion senior showman.
Really good class of senior showmen out here. I think the two young ladies at the top here just did a phenomenal job. For me, I thought the young lady that starts out our class was just a little quicker to get that calf set up. I think she did a really nice job leaving space in front of the, following the cattle behind as she walked through the ring here. Really appreciate how clean and well presented she has this calf out here. The white's very white. You can tell she spent a lot of time working skin and hair at home, keeping that calf bedded and keeping that calf clean. Just a really phenomenal job there by the young lady. Young lady here in second, another really high quality showman. Really close between those two. I think the thing that sorted for me is just she was just a nickel slow at times getting that calf set up, but still just an outstanding job out here. Third and fourth I thought got a little bit more challenging for me, and it was really close between those two. For me, I thought the young lady, I liked how she kept more space in between her and the cattle in front of her when she walked her steer into place out here. I thought she was quick to get that calf set up. Maybe just not quite the eye contact out here, the two ahead of her. Maybe just not quite as polished of a showman as those two, but she did a really nice job. Our young man out here did another phenomenal job out here. He was quick getting his calf set up out here. I thought just at times he had that calf's head a little too low. I'd like to see him pull that head up a little bit, keep that head up when he's out here. And just I'd like to see you kind of turn your back and walk that steer into place when we're coming down the side profile. Too many times he'd stop, too close to the calf, then turn around and poke at the feet. If you can walk that steer into place, you can move on up in class because you did a really nice job out here. Young lady, the young three ladies coming next, I think it was really close between all three of them. Again, I thought the young lady at starts, I thought she was a notch quicker getting that steer set up. I thought she gave more space between her and the animals in front of her out here today. And that's ultimately what kept her up in this trio. Young lady coming next, again, I thought did a really nice job in terms of eye contact, ring awareness out here. For me, just a notch slower getting that steer set up. I'd like to see him, a couple times I thought the head could have been a nickel higher out there, but she did a really nice job. The young lady that rounds out the class, great eye contact, knew where I was at all times. I thought maybe at times she got a little over-exaggerated in terms of her stance when I was viewing the cattle. Just slight movements. We don't need to get too extreme. A couple times you're almost on the other side of your steer. But great eye contact, great ring awareness. Just kind of work on smoothing some of those things up. And of course, her steer I didn't think really wanted to cooperate in terms of getting his feet set for her. Certainly didn't help the young lady out, but she did a really nice job out here. Give these kids a big round of applause.
Final results for senior showmanship. First place, Alyssa Gilbert. Second, Ashlyn Lenker. Third, Shaylin Swope. Fourth, Levi Wickard. Fifth, Becky Koick. Sixth, Jenna Kirby. And seventh, Ivy Bigler. We're now ready for our intermediate showmen, ages 14 to 16. Heat A, Colton Clayberger, Olivia Creek, Waylon Flasher, Noah Garvin, Charlie Grove, Cord Hetrick, Allie Lehman, and Ryan Lehman. Should be 8 in this heat. That's your heat. Intermediate showman, Heat B. Please be at ringside. Heat B, intermediate showman to ringside.
we're going to put 4 back here in our first heat of the division here. I thought the 4 individuals out here did a really nice job. Just not quite as quick and smooth. I'd like to give the honorable mention here to the young man here. Did a really nice job out here. Just not quite as quick and smooth, but he really pushed these top 4. Certainly made a challenging decision there. Thought sometimes your calf wanted to kind of jack his nose up a little bit, kind of work on getting that angle down a little bit like he is now. But all 3 did a really nice job. Give these kids a big round of applause.
Intermediate Heat A, qualifying for the finals, Colton Clayberger, Charlie Grove, Allie Lehman, and Ryan Lehman. Next in the ring will be Intermediate Showman. Heat B. Heat B into the ring, Braden Miller, Hannah Orris, Macy Ritter, Katie Shirk, Declan Smith, Taylor Sturm, and Max Whitmer.
Going to keep 4 back here in our heat. I think the 3 that are left standing out here, I think they did a really nice job. I think for me, just kind of leaving a little bit more spacing with the animal in front of you. I think sometimes heads got a little lower on these 3. Just kind of being a little quicker, sharper, getting set up. But young 3 individuals did a really nice job out here. Give them a big round of applause.
Intermediate Showman Heat B qualifying for the finals is Braden Miller, Hannah Orris, Declan Smith, and Taylor Sturm. We'll bring back our 4 finalists from Heat A, and we'll drive for our champion Intermediate Showman. Junior Showman, feeder calf, Junior Showman to ringside. Again, we'll have 2 heats of Junior Showman. So, Junior Showman to ringside.
Extremely deep intermediate drive out here today. I think really we go 6 deep in this class of really high quality, really good showmen. I think the two at the top, I think, were really close in my mind. For me, I think what ultimately sorted the pair, I thought the young lady at the top, I preferred the way you set up the back feet on your calf, constantly going with the offset set on the side profile. I thought you really quick job getting that calf set up, keeping that head up, and just always having that steer standing there and looking right. Young lady in second did a really nice job. Again, I think just personal preference here. I'd like to see that back left leg just pulled in closer to you. You kind of typically want with more of the square look out there, but really polished showman. Great ring awareness out here, just a natural showman. Really high quality individual there. Young man here in third, I think one that just you can tell, he knows how to do all the right things. He did an outstanding job here. But far and away, I think the most difficult calf to show all day. Calf did not want to cooperate with him at all, but he really fought hard and really tried really hard out here. You could tell, again, he knew how to do all the right things. Calf just didn't want to cooperate with him. I think if that calf works with him better, I think he can certainly move up in the class. He was definitely top-notch showman there. Young man here in fourth, I think just really calm, really cool, collected out here. Did a really nice job, again, paying attention to the details. I think the calf maybe didn't want to set up as good. Maybe just kind of work on walking him into place, see if that maybe helps you down the line. But young man did a really nice job there. The next two, again, I thought got really close in my mind. Certainly they were in the mix all day out here. I thought just the young man out here just did a nickel better job of keeping that calf's head up. I think his steer was a little easier to show out here. I think that kind of helped him out here. Again, I think one for me to kind of move him up in class. I'd like to see you make sure you get those back feet offset. You want that back leg on your side closer to you. Too many times I'd see him flipped around the other way. But young man did a really nice job out here. Young lady comes next, again, has a really difficult steer to show out here. He's got a heavy head, doesn't want to pick that head up. She's got to really fight to keep him up. But she's certainly a high-level showman. She really knows what she's doing. Again, it's a kind of a partnership out here. She held up her end of the bargain. Unfortunately, her steer didn't want to work with her. Kind of got her in some bad situations at time, pushing too close to the cattle. Just kind of a more difficult steer to show, but she is a phenomenal showman. The next two out here, again, really good showman. Did a great job with ring awareness, positioning yourselves as I walked around the cattle. Just weren't quite as quick and polished out here. Just need to work on getting the steer set up right. Again, too many times feet weren't quite set up how I prefer, but I thought they did a really nice job. Give these kids a big round of applause.
Results of our intermediate showmanship. First place, Taylor Sturm. Second, Allie Lehman. Third, Charlie Grove. Fourth, Ryan Lehman. Fifth, Colton Klayberger. Sixth, Hannah Orris. Seventh, Declan Smith. And eighth, Braden Miller. We're now ready for our junior showmanship, ages 11 to 13. Heat A. 7 entries, Jacob Best, Tyler Best, Chase Cruzy, Trey Fry, Michaela Gaines, Raylan Gaines, and Blake Hammond. Once again, junior showmanship, Heat A, 7 entries. Mary Ellen, we've got 6. That's it. That's your class. Junior showman in Heat B, please be at ringside. Junior showman, Heat B, to ringside.
We're going to go ahead and pull 4 back in our first heat here. I think the 2 that are standing out here, I thought this young man did a really nice job. Great eye contact, great ring awareness out here. Just need to be a little quicker getting that steer to set up. Maybe try to kind of walking him into place. Turn your back, about 6 or 7 feet before the next steer and try to walk him into a natural setup. But I thought he did a really nice job. Again, I want to highlight the young lady here. I thought she did a really good job too. Again, a really challenging calf that was just giving her a hard time out here. She certainly has a lot of natural showman ability. Steer didn't want to cooperate with her out here today and made her job out here a lot